Yeah, good morning and welcome back to High Top Sports Network for the second half of this 14U AA quarterfinal. This one featuring Southpointe and North Hills. A lot of red and black out there, Joe.
I was just thinking that myself.
My name is Josh Schreckengoss, joined by Joe Rhodes here on High Top Sports Network.
Had a good one in our first slate there, Josh. A 2-1 win for the Huskies in that one.
Yeah, Huskies overtaking the Predators, and they move on to face number one Allegheny in the nightcap this evening. Southpointe and North Hills here. North Hills in the dark red jerseys. Southpointe in the white. Southpointe, known as the Rink Rats, I saw on their jersey. And fast pace to begin here. Southpointe trying to get that first shot on net. It gets in and is deflected away by the goaltender, number one, Evan Saltzgiver. Played back, and Southpointe will control. Lezak trying a shot. It goes wide as he is planted.
Delayed penalty here.
Yeah, and that's, you know, he let that go and got planted. And the official said, not a clean hit here, so Southpointe, the Rink Rats, will go on the power play. Penalty on North Hills. Upcoming, looking at the number, couldn't see it before he got turned. I think it was waiting for it to come up here on the scoreboard. Number 73. That is Jackson Hill. So he will go to the penalty box. 13-16 left here in the first period. Southpointe going to get the first opportunity with the man advantage. Fired on net by number 11, Phillips, for the Rink Rats. Back out to Phillips. Going to try another one. That goes high and wide. North Hills trying to clear the puck. And kept in right there by Roth for the Rink Rats. North Hills unable to get it out again, as that pass was cut off. In front, great opportunity for Roth, but a save made. Point blank range there. Another shot by Phillips. That one deflected away into the corner. So Southpointe able to control the first minute of this power play. North Hills unable to clear. Phillips lets another one go. That one deflected to the corner.
Phillips definitely the point man on this power play, and you've seen so far he's just throwing these wicked hard shots right on net.
Yeah, trying to keep it low and in front. And there's a wrist shot by Lezak. That one is stopped. Oh, great move to get in on net by Yealy, number 16 for the Rink Rats. Centering pass in front to the corner. North Hills finally, not able to get it out, but finally cleared there after a sustained attack by Southpointe on that power play. And here's a turnover. North Hills firing in. Shot wide and high over Noah Fraunhofer in net. we've got two number ones in net, Salzgiver and Fraunhofer. Salzgiver for North Hills, Fraunhofer for Southpointe. And penalty is up. So North Hills able to kill, though. Southpointe had several nice looks, including a point-blank shot by Yealy. And an icing on North Hills, so this one gonna head back down the ice in front of Fraunhofer. This season, Southpointe, the number 3 seed, finished their regular season with an 11-6-3 record. North Hills 9-7-4 during the regular season to achieve the 6th seed in this 14U AA tournament in the Pittsburgh Amateur Hockey League playoffs. Southpointe back after it. That's Wilson. Nice move by him. Plays it ahead to Coyle. Coyle up to Paulette, and that goes in on Fraunhofer, and Paulette got kind of pushed into him there, but able to be cleaned up. No harm, no foul. A little delay in getting back to the action here. Looks like Hollander will be in the face-off circle for Southpointe against number 91, Nicholas Borg. Borg able to control the face-off. North Hills bringing it out, fanned on it right there. And Southpointe able to play it back in. Yealy with it now, tries a wrist shot. That one is deflected away by Evan Moody. Good stick work by Moody. Yealy again going to fire a wrist shot in on Fraunhofer. Rebound cleared away. North Hills one-on-one here. Trying to get in. Phillips, nice work to cut that rush.
Yeah, I like what I've seen from Phillips so far. Able to show a nice little wrist shot that we've got to see in the power play and getting back and playing some good defense as well.
Yeah, Salzgiver plays that puck ahead to a teammate, and Southpointe comes right back. I think North Hills thought Salzgiver might hang on to that one for a faceoff, but Southpointe on the attack. Cleared out there by North Hills. Back to get it are the Rink Rats. Lezak skated ahead, cross ice, just going to play it deep and right into the glove of Fraunhofer. He drops it. So teammate will play it. North Hills able to get it out. Giblets back to center ice.
Another great name. We've had several of those today so far, Josh.
Zachary Giblets. I saw his jersey when I was walking back. I thought, yes, I can't wait to say this. And played deep by Giblets right there behind the net. Southpointe trying to get it set up. Coyle digging for it in the corner over there with number 39, Jack Crawford. Puck still in the corner and played up and just out by North Hills. So Southpointe will have to reset. Wilson, puck comes off his stick. Yeah, Wilson able to recover.
These two teams pretty big. We just watched a 14U game right before this, and the one big thing I'm noticing about these two clubs, they're big.
No icing right there as that puck went up through the North Hills line change, so icing waved off. Wilson for the Rink Rats ahead to Coyle. He's going to go for it in the corner. And a drop pass to no one. A little tie up there right in front of the blue line, and North Hills comes out of there with it. In on net, Salzgiver cuts down the angle. Good save by him. And Southpointe comes out of it. Paulett throws it across. Coyle after it. He's got Hollander in the middle, but North Hill's able to get back. Pollitt throws a backhand on Hollander in there, banging for it. And the puck back to Southpointe. Oh, shot in, and Fraunhofer, don't know if he saw that one, but able to make the save. Wilson fires it back in. That one deflected off a body. Southpointe getting a lot of chances here. Out shooting North Hill 6-1 here in the first period.
They were helped by that power play early on, but yeah, they're still putting a lot of shots on net nonetheless and really testing the goalkeeping for their opponent today.
And delayed offsides there, now waved off. North Hills, McDonald fires it in. That's wide of Saltzgiver in the net. Southpointe able to clear. Push it ahead right now. Rinkratz after it. Played across there by North Hills, but right onto the stick of Lezak. He comes up with it. Dumps it in deep to the corner. That's Giblets.
Yes.
Right in front. Off a stick. Unable to pull the trigger right there. Oh, tripped up. Was Ashland by McDonald. Ashlani, excuse me, back to his feet. And a stick comes flying out of the hand of a North Hills player right there. Fraunhofer Saltzgiver. I had them mixed up.
Both wearing one.
They're both wearing one, and they're both wearing red and black, so pardon me for that, folks. Fraunhofer in net for Southpointe. Saltzgiver in net for North Hills.
Now, Saltzgiver getting tested here early on. A lot of shots on net so far, as you mentioned, Josh. 7 he has faced.
Holt behind the net, tries to throw it out in front. Played deep there by Southpointe's Luca LaQuarta.
Another great name. They just keep on coming today, Josh.
Or Luca LaQuatra, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Very tough to read and watch the game at the same time. So, again, we're just going to say at every broadcast, apologies for any name mistakes made here by High Top Sports Network this afternoon and evening and into tomorrow. Southpointe able to come out of there with it, play it back around. North Hills kind of pinching in a little bit more on that forecheck. There's a possible breakaway into the corner. That one cut off nicely by North Hills. Puck down there in the corner, digging for it. And Pollitt comes out of there with it for Southpointe. Fisher able to keep it in. Centering pass in front, and nearly a goal. Saltzgiver somehow got the pads closed and made a huge save on what looked to be a goal there.
I thought that was between right in the 5-hole there, Josh, but he closed the pads, like you said, in the nick of time.
And that was Seamus Coyle, I believe, in there with that opportunity.
Another great name.
Wow, what a save by Saltzgiver. Able to get those pillows closed. Keep that puck out of the net. Still scoreless here in the first period. 3:30 left. And Southpointe has had an excellent offensive attack. And that's going to be an icing on North Hills.
Josh,
yes?
Oh, no, just didn't know if there was any thing you wanted to share. We always have these moments where we get some stoppages. We like to thank some folks.
I always want to share things. That's why I have a therapist. And Fraunhofer covers that one up, so it will be a face-off here. tell some folks about some wonderful programs the Belmont offers. Got Learn to Skate on Sunday afternoons, Learn to Play on Saturday afternoons, In-House Skate on Saturday afternoons, and Little Pens on Saturday afternoons. And these programs are typically feeder programs for the AAHL. So check out the Belmont. If you have any interest in getting some kids involved in youth hockey, they've got a lot of great programs here. And as mentioned, those are feeder programs for the AAHL.
Always something going on here as far as hockey at the Belmont. And some really great programs that come out of here. And get a chance to see a couple of the Arrows programs, which teams that call this home. So make sure you check out all the stuff that the Belmont has to offer. And if there's a young person that wants involved in hockey, get them involved because it's a great place to do so.
Well said, sir. North Hills comes out of it. Final 2:10 of the first period, still scoreless here. Though Southpointe has had the advantage in the offensive end in terms of opportunities. Rink Rats come away with it. Pushing it up the ice quickly. That's number 11.
So Phillips?
Braden Phillips, yeah, in on net hard. And pulled down. Saltzgiver standing strong. That puck stays out of the net.
Again, Phillips has impressed me, playing a really great two-way game, defense, offense, and right there having to kind of shrug off a defender.
Yealy going to fire a shot up high, and Saltzgiver able to hang on to that for a save. 1:30 left here in the first period.
Getting an early start on this game. This one wasn't supposed to start until 11:50, I do believe, Josh. So
that's what it said on the bracket, but other game ended a little early, so they got the Zamboni out, cleared the ice, and 3-minute warm-up period for the teams before the game, and then boom, drop the puck.
Yeah, if you go to our website and you're noticing our broadcast schedule, it kind of goes in order, and if you have the bracket, it's just the same as what's listed on our website. So if we do happen to start a broadcast early because of the speed of the games here and getting through them quicker, we just make sure you follow along on our website. They'll match, the times will match up with what you probably have on your schedules out there, folks.
LaQuatra firing it toward the net, saved by Saltzgiver, and head by North Hills there, stopped up at center ice. Oh, and a great shot on net by number 23 for North Hills. That was Samuel Traeger. But Fraunhofer up to the challenge right there, and a big save for him, probably his best of the first period, and that will be an icing on Southpointe. So that faceoff will come back into the Rink Rats' end.
Josh, we mentioned during our last broadcast, folks, we're glad to bring this to you, but we also would appreciate any donations on our website. We have a little green donation button right there on our homepage, so if you're enjoying the action, you appreciate what we're bringing to you today, make sure you hit that donate button.
Off the faceoff, shot by North Hills, but deflected in front and cleared by Southpointe. Wilson trying to get it ahead to Coyle. Cut off there by Gatto. And Giblet's able to come out of there with the puck for Southpointe. Turnover, McDonald might have a chance. Cut off nicely by Southpointe right there. And the buzzer sounds at the end of the first period. We are scoreless here in this 3-6 matchup between Southpointe and North Hills in the 14U AA quarterfinal round of the PAHL playoffs.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to High Top Sports Network here at the Belmont Complex in West Katanning, Pennsylvania for the second period of this 3-6 14U AA matchup here in the quarterfinals between number 3 Southpointe and number 6 North Hills. A scoreless first period, though Southpointe did outshoot North Hills 10-3. North Hills goaltender Evan Saltzgiver standing strong in the net. A couple of glorious opportunities for the Rink Rats, but unable to cash in thus far. Second period about to get underway here.
Team switching ends, of course.
And that faceoff came out of there hot, poked back in. Pollitt coming out of there for Southpointe, looking ahead. I think he's trying to catch Coyle, and Coyle able to withstand a check and get that puck into the North Hills end. Coyle able to use a leg to keep it in, just gets it deep now into the corner and cleared away by North Hills. Oh, big hit right there, but able to play the puck ahead was Southpointe. Pollitt just pushes it back to the corner. Line change here for the Rink Rats. Giblets in after the puck, nearly steals it away. Chipped ahead, but not deep enough there for Southpointe. And Lezak comes out of there with it for the Rink Rats. Spins away from Hill. Picks up some speed now. Tries to go through the North Hills defense. Cut off nicely there. And played deep again. Lezak able to get it behind the net once more for Southpointe. North Hills having some trouble getting the puck out. And just kind of swing it towards center ice. Traeger fighting for it for North Hills, but Rink Rats come out of there with it. Here's Santmeyer. He's going to take a shot. Sticked away by Saltzgiver. Santmeyer unable to get much on that one, but gets off a quick wrist shot right there. Saved again by Saltzgiver. Wilson at the blue line, fires it on net, deflected, and in front and put away. Looking for the number, it's got a 4 in front. Southpointe goal scored by number 40, Jacob Hollander, and a deflected puck bouncing around near the goal line, and Hollander able to get it past Saltzgiver for the first goal of the game here at 12:59 of the second period. I couldn't tell if they said Hollander or not. I thought that's who got it.
Yeah, we get the headsets on here, so it's hard to tell. I thought I saw the same as you did there, Josh, but hockey's such a fast game. Don't want to say that with 100% certainty.
Well, either way, Southpointe on top. I have Hollander for the goal. As I said, I couldn't hear the public address announcer to confirm that. But what we know is Southpointe was able to put that puck on the net, got banged around by a few bodies there, and just landed near the goal line. And the Rink Rats were able to punch it home past Saltzgiver for the first goal of the game. Number 3 seed Southpointe Rink Rats up 1-0 now over number 6 seed North Hills. Joe had mentioned the youth programs here at the Belmont. The Learn to Skate, Learn to Play in-house and Little Pens. Those feeder programs for the AAHL and the AAHL teams that play in practice here, 8U through 18U and 14U and 19U girls teams. National bound programs, 14U Prep AA, 16U AA, and 18U AA. There's also a 3-on-3 spring league. As Southpointe nearly scores again. Great rush there by Pollitt.
Yeah, Josh, those Arrows teams you just mentioned, I was over at the lovely concession stand they have here between games and was looking at the bulletin board with all of those Arrows teams on it. It's amazing that many teams can play in this arena and play under that title of Arrows. It's a great program. Again, I urge anybody that wants to get a young person into hockey. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to do it.
Yeah, Pollitt in again right there, and Saltzgiver again with a big save. So Pollitt shut down twice by Saltzgiver here, keeping it a 1-0 game. And we've covered those Arrows teams for several years here, Joe, in the area, and know what a high-caliber program it is from top to bottom.
Yeah, nationally regarded in many ways. Played in that many big games in the national tournament, whether it's been 16U and 18U over the years, and just always a great program, always great on the national stage as well, which is obviously a very tough thing to do.
And pushed ahead, but that's going to be a little too long for Giblets right there, and he can't believe it. Stick off the ice. He thought he held the line, and they're going to call offsides on Southpointe.
I think it's the right call. Giblets just a little too anxious there to get to the net, and was across the blue line. And good call by the refs. Tough break, though, for Giblets and company.
Also, Joe, I want to talk about the 3-on-3 Spring League here at the Belmont. Also, the Little Arrows program and the Little Hawks program. Those are all in the spring. Tryouts begin April 14th through May 14th. Make sure you check out the Belmont's website for more information. Oh, a turnover right there by North Hills, and Southpointe might have a chance here. Shot off the skate, but in front. Oof. And that was number 84 for Southpointe with an opportunity, Jackson Santmeyer. I think he might have caught a stick to the gut, too, because he kind of doubled over there after trying that backhand. Cut off again here by the Rink Rats. Looking ahead, tries a cross-ice pass to Yealy, but that one is knocked down. North Hills right now just really no ability to get any kind of offensive momentum going at all. Southpointe in complete control. Only up 1-0 on the scoreboard, but a 13-shot advantage in shots on goal, 16-3. The Rink Rats up right now. North Hills plays it in.
Yeah, very defensive-minded game. I think that's probably going to be the trend going forward the remainder of today. Teams really just focusing on preventing goals, maybe more so than getting those goals. I anticipate a lot of low-scoring games here, especially in these early rounds. This, of course, the quarters, Josh.
Yeah, turnover right there, an opportunity for Southpointe, but Saltzgiver again making a nice save. I believe that was Yealy that had a chance over there. Puck from the corner, tried a deflection there by North Hills, but Southpointe comes away with it. Yealy getting behind Crawford right there. Got his stick lifted by Crawford. Nice defensive play by number 39, Jack Crawford, for North Hills right there. Kind of looked like Yealy might have beaten him, had a step on him, but Crawford able to do the old stick lift and knock that puck away.
Looks like a penalty. It is indeed.
And we do have a penalty. You are correct, sir. That one going against Southpointe. So North Hills will get their first power play opportunity. The penalty on number 16, Dylan Yealy. North Hills tries to center, nobody home. Two Southpointe players right there. And able to clear. Or the Rink Rats. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here's North Hills in on net. That was a shot. Oh, it got behind Fraunhofer, it looked like.
He didn't know where it was there for a moment.
That was Nicholas Borg with that shot on the rush. Oh, going across there. That's going to be another penalty on Southpointe. North Hills will have a 5-on-3 power play as Giblets going to get whistled and sent to the box right there. A little too loose with that stick. Got it up and around the hands in the chest area.
So Giblets will take a seat.
5-on-3 here. Huge opportunity for North Hills to tie this game up, possibly take the lead. The biggest challenge so far for Southpointe in this one.
Yeah, they've been in control, as you mentioned, way ahead in the shots, 16-4 in favor of Southpointe, but a huge test here with two guys in the box.
Little Hill tries to put one on, and that one knocked down in front, and Southpointe able to clear right there. That's a big clear. Not sure why that one's coming back.
Not sure either.
I don't get that. I mean, they cleared the puck. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe a high stick. Don't know. Crawford across to Traeger. He's going to fire a wrist shot. That misses wide. And, oh, too hard of a pass through traffic there by North Hills. And Rossi's going to have to go all the way back to get it from his goaltender. Traeger drops it off. There's a shot and save made by Fraunhofer. That shot coming off the stick of number 96, Giovanni Chieffa. I hope that's right.
And if you're North Hills, you have to understand this is one of the better opportunities you're going to have in this game with the two-man advantage. So only 17 seconds left on that, and 1:06 left on the other penalty. So time for the North Hills to capitalize on this great opportunity.
Well, face-off won by North Hills right there into the corner. They control. Puck on net right there. Bodied down by Southpointe. Out and around and cleared. So that will do it for the 5-on-3. North Hills still on the power play for another 47 seconds. In desperate need of a game-tying goal here on this opportunity, but Southpointe and now
tripping. Caught the skate of, couldn't see who that was, but it got Borg, I believe, on the slashing, or no, it's tripping. I was right. All right.
None too pleased is Nicholas Borg to have to take that skate over to the sin bin. So now we're going to have 4-on-4 for 39 seconds. And then the Rink Rats will be on a power play for 1:21, barring a goal. Loose puck there. Wrist shot. And eaten up by Saltzgiver.
Josh, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that wrist shot coming courtesy of Amir Al-Salani.
What I was going to say for the folks out there, we mentioned in our last game, I wanted to make sure that the folks out there watching this game also know that if you want to keep this memory and capture it and have a permanent copy of it, we do offer hard copies of these games and this tournament as a whole. So if you're interested in that, check us out online on our shop. All the information is there for how we can get you those flash drives with today's games in them. So make sure if that's an interest to you, check us out online, hightopsportsnetwork.com.
And Phillips going to take that shot from just inside the blue line in on Saltzgiver. He gloves it, holds on to it. So a face-off coming to the left of Evan Saltzgiver. My apologies to Amir Al-Salani for mispronouncing his name horribly in the first period. Oh, shot in on net. Good toe save by Saltzgiver. That was Phillips again, and he just about picked the perfect spot. Saltzgiver able to make a big save.
Looking like an acrobat. He was stretched out as far as I think he could go there, Saltzgiver.
Played off the boards and ahead by Southpointe. 1:07 left on their power play. Roth will skate it up slowly, tries to go cross ice. And that one skitters out. Played back in by Phillips deep. Roth going after it for Southpointe. And Hollander cross ice. A little too much for Yealy. Swings it back around. This one's going to Lezak. He surveys. Shot from the point by Fisher. In on Saltzgiver. Good pad save. The North Hills able to clear it right there. Get it out of danger. As that point shot got through. And North Hills comes up with the puck behind the net. Able to fire it the length of the ice for a big clear. Southpointe trying to push it ahead quickly. Here comes Lezak. Got numbers if he hurries. Takes a look. Wrist shot. And that one is knocked away by Duran.
Back to even strength. Both teams able to kill off those penalties.
And that puck gets in on Fraunhofer, and he's just going to hang on to it to force a faceoff. 4:30 left. Southpointe on top, 1-0 on a goal by Jacob Hollander. At least that's who I have on my scorecard. Some traffic in front, and Southpointe able to poke that one home. North Hills' best shot of the game. Fraunhofer standing tall right there, making a save. Think it might have got a piece of his mask.
And he's able to get that glove up there just in time.
Centering pass, nobody home there. North Hills comes away with it. 2-on-2 up the ice here. Oh, a centering pass in front as Duran went sliding into Fraunhofer. Southpointe comes out of there with it. Rinkrats trying to push it ahead. That one knocked down near boards. Pollitt with the puck up to Giblets.
Yes.
Trying to make a move. To no avail. Coyle plays it in. That puck off of Moody just fired into his chest by a teammate. Giblets was right there, but oh man, Moody caught by surprise by that puck for sure.
Yeah. Some zip on it for sure.
He's like, what?
Wasn't expecting it, that's for sure.
No. But no damage there for North Hills. Hollander tries to play it ahead, but deflected it up into his own bench. So the faceoff will come outside the offensive zone here.
Outside of those 3 penalties we saw a moment ago, the 5-on-3 and then the 4-on, eventually what became a 4-on-4 there as well. Game moving along pretty quickly here, Josh.
Yes, sir. 3:15 left here in the second period of this 3-6 matchup. The number 3 Southpointe Rinkrats leading number 6 North Hills 1-0 right now.
And as you saw in that first game, low scoring, just a 2-1 final in that one. And like I said earlier in this one, I really think that that's going to be a trend today. Some low scoring, defensive-minded games. Since this is, of course, a playoff tournament, I think the emphasis is going to be more on the defense than probably the offense.
Yeah, nobody wants to make a mistake in a playoff game. And, you know, that extra level of caution, like you said, Joe, leads to a lower scoring output. The winner of this game taking on the number 2 seeded Arctic Foxes in the semifinals later this evening. There's a shot and saved by Saltzgiver. A good shot there by Santmeyer. Southpointe again looking to set it up. Lezak back up top. Down into the corner. There's Hollander. He comes away with it. Tries to get it up to the point to Phillips. Phillips going to put a wrist shot on and in on Saltzgiver. Able to make the save. And cleared away just enough by Chieffa for North Hills.
Big line change there for both clubs.
Maybe it's Chieffa. I really want to get it right. Santmeyer can't get around the defender there. That was Crawford for North Hills. Fisher up with it for Southpointe. Into the corner, back to Fisher. And played up, kept in by Yealy, but North Hills comes away with it.
2-on-2.
That's Traeger. Oh, great backhanded pass by Traeger across. Fisher unable to pull the trigger.
Credit to South Hills. They got back on defense there quite quickly. There was looked like a 2-on-1 opportunity for North Hills. And Southpointe, able to get back on defense. Great job there.
So 1:23 left here in the second period. Southpointe 19-5 advantage in shots on goal, but yes, just a 1-0 score. Duran tries a wrist shot right there, blocked by a body in front. And back to center ice. Hill plays it in. But Southpointe able to come away with it, looking for a lead pass up there. Hammered in there by North Hills. Final minute of play in this second period. Yealy comes up with it across the blue line. That's going to be offsides. His teammate Crow had to get back and tag up right there. But controlled by Southpointe. They're going to get a shot in on Saltzgiver. High wrister. Eaten up by the North Hills goaltender and held on to. Pollitt took that shot. So another save by Saltzgiver right there. Braddock's Pollitt has had a few shots on net tonight. Or tonight. It's not even afternoon yet, is it?
Just barely.
Tonight. Not yet, bud. Not yet.
We'll be here tonight, though.
Oh, yeah.
4 more games after this one today, and, of course, the championship bouts tomorrow, all of which will be on High Top Sports Network, so make sure you tune in for that.
Saltzgiver just blockers that away into the corner, and time will expire on the second period. So Southpointe holding on to a 1-0 lead as we head to the third period of this 14U AA PAHL quarterfinal matchup.
Tired of waiting around for your insurance company to get back to you after a claim? Avoid the trouble and place a face to the name of all your insurance needs. Shellhammer Atwood & Associates, a member of TGIF Solutions, provides a wide range of services and can promptly provide the service you expect when you need it most. The team at Shellhammer Atwood & Associates has expertise in all lines, including home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance. Stop in at Shellhammer Atwood & Associates, located at 331 Arthur Street in West Katanning, for a quote today.
And welcome back to High Top Sports Network for the third period of this 3-6 matchup, 14U AA here in the PAHL quarterfinals. Right now, number 3 seeded Southpointe hanging on to a 1-0 lead over number 6 North Hills on a goal. In the second period, scored by Jacob Hollander at the 2:01 mark of the second period. Otherwise, no scoring. Though Southpointe does have 19 shots on goal to just 5 for North Hills. The winner of this game moves on to face the number 2 seeded Arctic Foxes this evening in the nightcap. Borg tries to center, nobody home for North Hills. Giblets in the corner working for it. Fisher comes away with it for Southpointe. He goes off the boards to Coyle. And Coyle tries to get it back to Fisher, but turned over right there. North Hills pressing right now. Trying to get that game-tying goal in any way, shape, or form. Pretty good battle going on here. That puck trying to get it back out to the point to Rossi, but Coyle was able to get a body on it, and Southpointe able to clear that away. Oh
boy.
Puck came off the stick there of Rossi. Head to Duran. Santmeyer working on him. Hollander trying to dig it out for Southpointe. And Santmeyer comes away with it, but poked back to center ice by North Hills and dumped back in.
I noticed a lot towards the end of that second period, Josh, a lot of action in the neutral zone between both these teams. Saw a little bit of a mix-up there a moment ago right by the blue line.
LaQuatra could not keep it in for Southpointe. Cross ice there. Played up by the Rink Rats. There's Santmeyer. He just dumps it in deep. Hollander going to go in after it with Lezak. And that puck's going to come to Lezak. Battling in the corner for it. And North Hills comes out of there with it. Long shot by Traeger. And way high off the glass over the head of Fraunhofer.
Hey, anything's possible. We saw someone score a goal from
about 100 feet
in our first game, so don't want to say it's impossible.
Oh, turnover right there and fired back in. That caught a skate. And that was Yealy just trying to turn it around and put it back in on Saltzgiver. But caught a skate right there, so slowed it up enough for Saltzgiver to just put a glove over top. Force a face-off. Roth going to be digging into the face-off circle here for Southpointe. Battle for it and poked out by North Hills. Back to center ice. Phillips. He's got Diechter all over him, but able to turn it up ice. And Ely working for it, trying to come out of the corner with it. Coyle after it now. He plays it behind the net. North Hills trying to clear there, unable to get it out. Phillips holds it in. Coyle, spinorama, tries a backhand centering pass. No good. North Hills clears it. Phillips back down after it for the Rink Rats.
Phillips not wearing the C, but if he were, he would be Captain Phillips.
That's right. I'm the captain now.
Big Tom Hanks fan.
Love Tom Hanks, an American institution.
Yep.
And Crow going to pump that one down behind the net. A lot of action in the neutral zone, as you said, Joe. Giblets.
Giblets is a tough player. He doesn't mind getting in there in those dirty places and battling a little bit. And not the biggest guy on the ice, but
sticks his nose in.
He does. Big fan of Giblets.
And that will be an icing on North Hills with 11-12 left in regulation here. Face-off going to come all the way back down to the right of Evan Saltzgiver. And Giblet's going to dig into the face-off circle here for Southpointe. Controlled by Borg there. Good face-off win by Borg. And North Hills able to get it out, but right to the stick of Southpointe. Good anticipation right there by Duran, but he loses it. Here comes Pollitt. He's had a couple opportunities today. He goes wide, going all the way around. Puck comes off his stick and will be controlled by Samuel Traeger. Fisher had that puck taken
Big
from him.
steal.
And here's Traeger. He's got an opportunity in on net. Goes top shelf, glove hand over Fraunhofer, and this one is tied.
What a steal.
Oh boy, the hands right there by number 23, Samuel Traeger. And an excellent shot.
Yeah.
Top shelf glove side, and Fraunhofer just not quick enough with that glove. This game is tied, 10:32 left in regulation.
Talk about an example of doing it all. Getting that big steal, controlling the puck, and then using that speed of his to get to the goal and put a perfect shot right over the shoulder of the goaltender.
Hey, the sixth one's a charm. That was only the sixth shot on goal by North Hills in this contest, but a beautiful goal to tie this one up. And here comes Southpointe looking for the answer. Wrist shot blocked away by Saltzgiver. Good save by him, but Southpointe able to keep it in. That was Santmeyer on the shot.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Josh. Very one-sided on the shots. It's listed as 20 for Southpointe, just 6 for North Hills. So controlling the shots for sure is Southpointe.
Whole new game now. Tied at 1, under 10 minutes to play in regulation. Southpointe had looked to be in complete control for the most part throughout this one. Just that's how quickly a game can turn. Oh,
That might be a penalty. I don't know if that was deflected out.
no, I think Al-Sahani kind of pitchforked it up into the stands, but in his own end, so I do not believe that is a penalty. I think it's when you're in your defensive end. This is when that happens. Not 100% sure, but face-off coming outside. And one right to the stick of Healy. He's going to try quick wrister, and Rossi got a stick on that to knock it wide. Here's Phillips. He's going to fire one from the blue line. Got through traffic, but just wide of Saltzgiver. Al-Sahani battling for it to Yealy. He drops it off. Centering pass, nobody there. Roth back to Phillips. Off the boards to Roth. Roth able to control up ahead. That's Rossi. 3 players for Southpointe back, though. Good hustle back by the Rink Rats to not allow a centering pass. Played off the boards and ahead to Healy. Looking for a teammate. Centering pass. Good stick work there by Rossi. Oh, what a move.
Oh, the backhand.
Oh, man, dangling through traffic. Incredible individual effort.
Was that Giblets?
No.
Knew he was around the puck.
I'm waiting for the number to turn around. It's 60-something. That was Fisher that had that dangle through traffic and into the backhand.
That was a nice looking shot off that backhand in traffic.
Right now, North Hills has it deep. Trying to set up a shot. That was Traeger throwing his body around right there. That shot off the glove of Fraunhofer to the corner. And in front, Coyle tries a lead pass. Pollitt in his skates, didn't know it. And Wilson back for it. Chips it up off the boards, but not out. North Hills able to keep it in. McDonald flying for it in the corner. Here comes Giblets out of there with it. Drops it off, but Pollitt able to come up with it. I think the Southpointe was looking for a line change there when Giblets threw that toward the near side here. Puck deep in the corner. And North Hills comes out of there with it. Traeger again, skating with confidence, fires one from behind the blue line. Just high over Fraunhofer's glove side. Hollander backhand to center ice there. Santmeyer unable to handle it. And North Hills looking for a boarding penalty on Santmeyer, and I think they're going to get it.
Late whistle.
There's a player down, and that's Traeger. And Santmeyer definitely got him from behind. It was questionable, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about intent there, and I think that just the way that he was hit there, so close to the boards, that really no other choice but to call that.
And Traeger's up and skating gingerly off the ice. He looks to be in some pain right now. Hopefully that young man is okay.
Hockey world would call it a lower body injury because he's limping.
Lower body.
Like Coach Sullivan.
Not to be confused with upper body. So, face-off coming here in the North Hills end.
There's no penalty, though, that should be noted. He was just slow to get up. I thought that they had called that penalty, but I was wrong.
Oh, nearly, and it's going to be a turnover. I think that's Hill that comes up with it for North Hills. Wrist shot on to Fraunhofer. He's there, able to save. Fraunhofer digging for it, and he will cover that puck up. As a couple of North Hills players, McDonald and number 57, that's William Diechter. They were both in there whacking at it. And Fraunhofer able to kind of jump out of his crease right there and dive on top of that puck. Hollander, and they got a shot off the face-off right there as Hollander was tied up. I think Hill was able to get a shot onto Fraunhofer there quickly with that puck laying right in the circle. So we'll do it again here. Hollander and Hill. And Southpointe comes out with it. Phillips backhand up off the boards right to Lezak. They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Lezak tries to center. Hollander gets mixed up with McDonald there. McDonald down for a second. And cleared away by North Hills. Phillips ahead to Hollander. He just tries to dump it in there. Poked away by Santmeyer to the corner. And that puck came off his stick. North Hills able to, yes, they do get it out. Delayed offsides there, waved off now. Santmeyer able to force that turnover. 1-on-3, trying to get through it. Here's Santmeyer. He's going to be by himself in the corner. There's Lezak heading toward the front of the net, unable to center it. Was Santmeyer. Puck in the corner again. Santmeyer digs it out. Trying to use his size. Backhand pass, and North Hills was there. And Hollander gets hit along the boards. North Hills up with it. And Fisher, nearly a turnover there for Southpointe, but Fisher able to control off the boards and played in deep by the Rink Rats. Wilson able to hold that in for Southpointe to Crow.
Should be noted, Southpointe being held to just 20 shots. They've been sitting there for a while, so though they have the lead in shots at 20-9, they've been held off the out of that column here for quite some time, Josh.
Yeah, and that puck on edge rolling in on Fraunhofer, and he just covers it up. We'll force a face-off here with 4:14 left. In regulation, tied at 1. Number 6, North Hills, tied with number 3, Southpointe here. Under 5 minutes to go in regulation. There's a wrist shot, high and just wide by Traeger. That would have been his second, and he nearly picked that corner again. Top shelf,
heavy
glove side.
Heavy on the sauce on that one. You heard the sound it made when it connected with the glass.
You hear that through the headphones, that's for sure.
That's absolutely.
So it's good to see Traeger back out on the ice after taking that awkward hit a little earlier. Seems to be okay. And a McDonald, he's going to come flying in. Shoots high.
Oh.
Fraunhofer threw a blocker up there. It popped up in the air.
Is high sticking?
And landed on top of the net, and that will be a high stick. I believe that high stick's going to go against Southpointe. As the puck will stay in the Rink Rats' end for this faceoff. 3:36 left in the third period. And right now, North Hills seems to have the ice tilted in their favor. Momentum going their way right now. Hill trying to dig it out, just throws a backhand. Fraunhofer knocks that to the corner. Pollitt comes out with it, tries a backhand pass. Little too far for Coyle. Giblets. Puck ahead to Coyle there. Tries to dig it out of the skates of a North Hills player. And up off the boards. Good lead pass here for Pollitt. And cut off nicely by Hill. Thought Southpointe might have a chance there on the rush. Pass off the boards. And here comes Gatto. He's flying. Gets through a check right there by Al-Salhani, excuse me. And played to the corner. Southpointe up with it. Gatto throws it in front. Puck knocked down. And played in right there by Giblets. Going to get a line change here for Southpointe. 2:15 left in regulation. Oh.
You expect that to be the final line change probably of regulation here, Josh, with just 2 minutes to go.
And McDonald trying to play it up for North Hills. Does. Oh. Unable to pull it out of the skates was Duran. That puck still at center ice. Duran trying to turn it back up. Great hit by Sandmeyer. He drills Duran. And a shoulder, and it might have got up high on Duran. Duran up and aggravated.
You know the
did not want the trainer to come tend to him at all.
she was like, all right. Her reaction was priceless there. He went from down in agony to up and ticked off real quick.
Well, it's good. That's a good sign when you pop back up off the ice annoyed. So 1:36 left here in the third period. This one all tied up at 1 apiece. Hollander in the face-off circle. Final 1:15 in regulation here. Neither team wanting to give up scoring chance. And here comes McDonald. He's got an angle, and he shoots it right into the glove of Noah Fraunhofer. So a face-off coming in the Southpointe end. 1:02 left. Well, you can see after Traeger's goal that they've been trying to pick that glove side high against Fraunhofer, but he was up to the test right there.
Yeah, that's a great point, Josh. I don't really recall a shot going stick side on him yet today. At least I'm sure there was, but I just don't recall it.
One-on-one here. Hustling back is Gatto. Wrist shot from far out there, saved by Saltzgiver. And a good play, a centering pass over the stick of Roth, just hopped right over his stick. Good centering pass from the boards. Here comes McDonald trying to play it up in. And that one turned over in front of the net. Here comes Southpointe. They got numbers. And slap shot off the glove of Saltzgiver to the glass. Final 20 seconds of regulation here. 5-minute sudden death overtime coming up if no one scores here in the final 11 seconds. And with that puck stuck in the corner, I think both teams going to be content to just let this one tick off here. 3, 2, 1. And that will do it here after 3 periods of play. The number 6, North Hills, tied up with number 3, Southpointe. And 5 minutes up on the board.
Extra hockey for the folks out there. It's always a well-liked thing.
Well, the Zamboni garage door came up. He heard the buzzer. He thought it was time to go. Probably can't see the score back there. Now he's coming out to look at the scoreboard. Is
jumping the gun a little bit.
Yeah, he knew how many buzzers there were, and he's looking up at it now, and he says, oh, man, it's tied at 1. I'm heading back in there.
Some of the most underrated people in sports, the Zamboni driver. You know, when we talk about the impact a coach has on a player's life, think about the impact the Zamboni driver has on everyone's lives.
That's true. And the garage door goes back down. The Zamboni will be, it's like a sword. You got to resheath it. You can't pull it out unless you're planning on using it. So 5 more minutes at least here. Southpointe got a goal in second period from Hollander, but Traeger tied it up for North Hills in the third. Here's a turnover. Pollitt, he's trying to find it, and poked out of there by North Hills. And that one gets past Giblets, and Bush will track it down here for the Rink Rats. Head to Giblets. He turns the puck over. There's Borg. Going to get a wrist shot on. Gloved away by Fraunhofer. And another shot glove side by North Hills on Fraunhofer. But again, he's up to it there. Shot in. That one snuck through traffic. That was Crawford with a hard wrister. Lead pass ahead. Too long, and Crawford will play it here for North Hills. That puck up off of Giblets. And back past the stick of LaQuatra. North Hills buzzing right now, but there's a turnover. Here comes Pollitt out of it. Sandmeyer trying to get up there with him. Long shot hits the boards. And played ahead. That was Joey Casella that played it ahead for North Hills, but here comes Sandmeyer back for Southpointe. Hollander digging for it from his knees. Puck squirts in front. Back onto the stick of Lezak. Down low to Hollander. He fires it all the way around the boards. It gets past Phillips. And played ahead off the boards by Southpointe. North Hills there, across center ice, back. Hollander trying to get it deep. Cross ice pass, here comes McDonald off the boards. Lezak tries to lay the body into him. Phillips comes up with the puck, off the boards to Sandmeyer. He's one-on-one right here. Gets through, throws a stick at it.
Oh, man. What an effort.
Saltzgiver able to get his stick out as well. Great effort by Sandmeyer to try and get in there and end this one. Ely in the corner, getting worked on and taken to the ice by number 57, William Diechter.
Willie Deeks, as his friends call him.
I really hope it's Diechter and not like Deactor or something. I mean, there's not a lot of Smiths out here. If you
I haven't seen one Johnson yet.
And that was a high wrist shot off of Saltzgiver. That was Roth taking that shot up high off Saltzgiver. And North Hills able to get it deep. Centering pass in front. Gets out to the point. There's Rossi just throwing it toward the net. I don't think Fraunhofer knew where that one was. Long pass ahead, lead pass. Oh, can't get a stick down. That was Crow trying to control it. And Crow leaves it. Centering pass right there. Off the side of the cage, I think. Fisher firing it on the net, deflected. And played out by North Hills. Here they come, 1:24 left in this 5-minute sudden death overtime. Traeger gets through. Centering pass, one-timer, stopped by Fraunhofer. What a save.
What a look. What a great pass there. Put it right on the stick.
Yeah, Traeger firing it through the crease on the backhand. But Fraunhofer able to step in there and knock that shot down from Duran.
Traeger really, the story here, got a little banged up there, getting back in the game. I believe he's responsible for their goal.
Yes,
correct?
he is.
And then he almost had that excellent assist, what would have been an assist if that goal would have gotten through. I don't know how he snuck that across the crease, but he sure did. And that was mighty, mighty impressive there, Josh.
So we're going to get a timeout here, I do believe, Joe.
Yep.
Yes, a timeout called by North Hills. And while we have a timeout, let's take a timeout to hear from one of our wonderful sponsors here on High Top Sports Network.
Our meat crew has our meat cage standing tall. Every day we cut fresh, every single day. We have great quality, we have great prices. You don't want to miss out, so make sure you come down and check us out. And also, look for our Facebook page, #SaveOnMeat. We have a ton of great giveaways every week involving meat. You're not going to want to miss that either. We also have Chef Paul prepared sushi every day fresh. And Sushi Wednesdays, $5 sushi rolls. And you can win by liking and sharing on our Facebook page a Sushi Madness shirt. Thanks for all the support out there, everyone. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
We're back here, final 1:15 of this sudden death overtime. North Hills has it in front. Kick to the corner. Here's a shot back in on Fraunhofer. He dives on it and the net comes off its moorings as I think he got his skate into it.
Yeah, he kicked his own net off there as he dove for the puck.
And Duran trying to get an explanation from the official for something, and not sure. He
certainly wanted clarification on something, not sure what.
Ref didn't seem too happy with it. 1:05 left here, face-off in Southpointe, and Rinkrats push it up ahead. Here's Sandmeyer. He gets the puck sticked away by Borg. Cross-ice pass here. Oh, and I got a 2-on-1 here if they hurry, but great defense. Way to get back right there was Bush, throwing his body in the way, trying to chip that centering pass across.
Bush might have saved a goal right there.
Final 35 here. Here comes Bush. Looking for Hollander. Oh, I thought he was going to drop it to Hollander. Instead takes the wrist shot. Saltzgiver able to make that save with the blocker. 22 seconds left here. Poke back to Bush. He fires it in from center ice. Ooh. In on Saltzgiver again.
There was a high hit there on number 37, Roth. He took one. Referee coming in quickly to remind number 34. I don't have a roster in front of me for the other team. And now he's bending over, so some good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, incidental contact there between Roth and number 34, Evan Moody. And we got a stoppage in play right now as Roth gets himself up and to his feet, skates off to a nice round of applause here.
Shout out to the, is she a paramedic? Is that her title?
I think it's EMT.
EMT. Well, she's
Chastity. That's who it, I don't know her last name. That's just what it said on the bracket. But
Well.
she's going to be here all 8 games just like us.
She's had her work cut out for her today. She's been out on the ice quite a few times already. So shout out to her.
So time will expire here.
More hockey.
Another 5.
Hope our friend Jake DeLuca is watching, making sure that all of our scheduling goes correctly. Jake, hope you're paying attention.
Yeah, I was just trying to pull the schedule up here. I don't know why it keeps closing on my phone every time I put my phone down.
Yeah,
But
currently, this game in particular is not supposed to end until, I believe, 1:45, but that doesn't seem right. I could be wrong. Maybe we were just already anticipating some overtime here.
well, we did start a little bit early in this one. And trying to pull the bracket up on my phone here. Not the best service for a Verizon customer.
This has been a good one. And, you know, it's everything I thought it was going to be here, Josh. We talked about just the defensive style in which these teams have played, and really the first 2 games, this being the second, have kind of ended up as just a lot of defense, not taking too many risks on the offensive end. There are a couple times where you just noticed that there were 3 defensemen just dropped back. Well, obviously, there were 2 defensemen, but one of the offensive players dropping back too. Not giving up any opportunities, not too many breakaways. So, yeah, just a very defensive-minded game. A little physical. We've seen a couple guys get taken down and luckily get back up. But it's really just the nature of the way the playoffs, I think, just naturally happen.
And actually, our next game was scheduled to begin at 1:30. It's the 18U AA semifinal between first-seeded Indiana and number 4 Armstrong. So we do have a little bit of time here.
I think my man Jake DeLuca was listening because the time changed. It said we're supposed to be done here at 1:45. Although, I'm just confused.
No, this one's supposed to go until 1:20, and then the 10-minute between the game and the 18U Indiana Armstrong game set for the puck drop at 1:30 p.m. today. So we're still in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
That is, if a goal gets scored. Tied at 1 apiece here, this face-off in Southpointe end. And 1 back and controlled by the Rink Rats. So, a rush here. That was Bush bringing it ahead. Playing that 4-on-4 hockey now, Joe. Trying to open up the ice a little bit.
I like it.
Lezak underneath to Hollander, but North Hills comes out of there with it. Played back to center ice. And Southpointe will control. Pass too hard for Hollander. And Gatto back to get it for North Hills. And Gatto has that puck taken away by Lezak. Hollander comes up with a wrist shot. And that's into the glove of Saltzgiver. So at 1 point, Southpointe had a 20-5 advantage in shots on goal. Right now it is tightened up 24-7 right now, or 24-17, excuse me. The Rink Rats lead in that category, and here's a chance, trying to stuff that puck in underneath Saltzgiver there.
I want to say that Southpointe only has 4 shots the entire third period and the overtime periods thus far.
I think it's 4 or 5. I think they came in with 19 maybe into the third period. That puck into the netting, so a stoppage here with 3:18 left in the second overtime between number 6 North Hills and number 3 Southpointe. 14U AA quarterfinal round in this bracket of the PAHL playoffs. Oh, tries a shot off the faceoff. That was Giblets.
Oh, my man.
But Saltzgiver again standing up, making the save.
Yeah, let's give credit to North Hills. You know, they were getting kind of beaten badly at certain moments early in the game, and they've really come back and made this what even appears with the eye test just an evenly matched game, Josh.
Yeah, great point, Joe. Southpointe definitely in control, really until Traeger scored there in the third period, and then the momentum really shifted in favor of North Hills. Oh, and there's a turnover. Oh, dangling, unable to pull it. There's Phillips, and that one is blocked.
Oh, what an opportunity that could have been.
Yeah, Amir Al-Salani tried to bust in and fan whenever he tried to pull the trigger there. Oh, and tripped up. No penalty called.
Wow.
That was Joey Casella losing his stick in the skates, and now we got more tie-ups here.
Is that a makeup call there? Just like the takedown?
Pushing it ahead here. Southpointe trying to get in. That was Phillips. Comes off his skates. Right now can't find it. Southpointe comes up with it.
And you got to remember, too, whoever wins this game still has to play later on. So you got to think about how taxing this extra time is right now for the whoever comes out of this as the winner.
Yeah, Fisher laid out by Duran as he took a shot there. And that puck comes back in on Saltzgiver. He covers up. So we will have another face-off in the North Hills end here. 1:33 left in this second overtime. Tied at one apiece for quite a while.
A minute.
North Hills comes out of there with the face-off. Fisher going to be back to get it for Southpointe. Plays it across to Wilson, his partner. Lezak pulls it off the boards. Hollander trying to sneak behind the North Hills D. Spins at center ice. Pushes it back across to Wilson. He's unable to handle it. Swings it back cross ice. And up to Lezak. He'll wait a little bit on the boards. Southpointe trying to figure out their offensive strategy right here. 1 minute left in this second overtime. Fisher off the boards. Pulls the trigger. That one gets through but wide. And thrown back in front. North Hills comes out of there with it. Here's Traeger. He has the lone goal for North Hills tonight. I keep saying tonight. It's the middle of the day. Southpointe out. Traeger got the stick up into Fisher's hands. Knocked the puck off. Final 30 seconds here of this second overtime. And from behind, Bush is rubbed out by Borg. And just hanging on to the jersey, no call.
This game's been a lot more physical than the first. Let me say that. That's one thing that's really jumping out to me about this particular contest.
Well, that is going to do it for the second overtime. As Southpointe just hangs on as the buzzer sounds. So a little bit more hockey here in this one.
Is there such thing as too much hockey?
Never.
That's what I thought.
And we got another 5 minutes going to get put up on the board here, I do believe. Unless we go to a shootout, which would be pretty awesome, but I don't think they do that in 14U.
I'm going to plead ignorance and say I'm not sure what the PAHL's playoff overtime format is.
Well,
we are soon to find out.
Oh boy, we do get a shootout. Oh, that's so awesome. After two overtimes here, both scoreless, we are going to get a shootout.
Oh boy.
In this 14U AA quarterfinal round matchup between
zoomed in view here for the folks out there, since we're going to see a shootout.
Southpointe. Phillips going first for Southpointe in on Saltzgiver. Deeks goes backhand. Saltzgiver with a right pad save. Big save by Saltzgiver right there on Phillips as he tried to go to the backhand. Got that right pad out, kicked it out. So North Hills will get their first opportunity here. Borg will go first for North Hills. Comes in with speed. No moves. Goes to the forehand. Got it. Got Fraunhofer moving.
What a move by Borg.
From left to right, you know, no dekes, no stick handling until the very end. Just one quick move, get it back to the forehand and dump it in. So goal number 1 on the board for North Hills. Yealy right now needs to score to knot this thing back up. Dylan Yealy coming in on net here. Back and forth slowly. Forehand just rings it off the post. And Yealy smashes his stick to the ice in frustration. What a great shot by him. And that's the game of inches right there. He just rang it off the post. Had Saltzgiver beaten glove hand. And just caught the iron. Unlucky. Right now, with a chance to win it is Duran. He steps in and right into the gut of Noah Fraunhofer, who ate that one up. And it all comes down to this. Got to get a goal right now if you're Southpointe. And it's going to be Roth. Keelan Roth. Got to score right now to keep it alive for the Rink Rats. In on Saltzgiver, goes top shelf, but too high. Over the crossbar and off the glass.
I do believe there's one more. It's going to be Traeger's going to go out for
I don't understand.
North Hills. That was only 4.
Yeah, but they've...
There's only 1. So there's still a chance here, unless Traeger can score here.
Traeger in on net and off the blocker.
So this will be...
So maybe it's best of 5?
Yeah, I think well, yeah, because here's the thing. If Lezak misses this, it's over, I do believe. Because that would be the 5th. They've yet to score. North Hills has 1. So to extend it, Lezak has to make this. That's my understanding.
I thought it was best of 3.
It's 5 in real life.
No, it's a 3 in the pros.
Is that?
Yep.
See how much I know.
Lezak in slowly on Saltzgiver. Oh, tries to get it through, goes 5-hole and scores!
Wow. Huge.
Quick hands by Lezak, extending this one.
Oh,
wow.
boy.
Got it through 5-hole, beat Saltzgiver.
You sure as heck don't get a shootout every day. This is exciting stuff.
And Chifa, big number 96, cruises in on Fraunhofer, trying to pick a spot. And Fraunhofer able to slide across the crease and cut off the angle. Get that pad out and cut it down. So we continue.
Thought the overtimes were taking long. Shootout. Not exactly solving our
time issues.
Yeah, exactly. Not resolving the outcome too quickly, I guess is what I was trying to say.
Wow, and that was a shot by LaQuatra. Saltzgiver took the brunt of that heavy shot, but able to keep it out. And we move on.
Bench is getting emptied here quickly for the shootout. Everybody's going to get a chance by the time this is all done. It's Crawford up now.
Is it like international, like in the Olympics, you could just keep sending the same guy out there? Crawford in on Fraunhofer right now. Tried to go 6-hole between the blocker and the body. But Fraunhofer got that blocker on it and makes the save. So we're going to keep rolling with the shootout here. Comes Bush for Southpointe. Nice move, tries 5-hole again. Oof. But this time Saltzgiver able to get a pad on it and keep it out. So Bush tried a similar move to Lezak. Tried to go 5-hole right there, but good save by Saltzgiver.
So Borg's back out, and I believe he started this all off, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did. And we're getting some clarification of the shootout rules here.
The game that never ends.
There's this book called the Iowa Baseball Confederacy. It's written by W.P. Kinsella, the same guy that wrote Field of Dreams. And it's about a never-ending baseball game.
Are we watching the hockey equivalent here today?
I don't know what the hockey equivalent of Tinker to Evers to Chance is, but that is mentioned quite a bit in that book. But yeah, it's just like a never-ending game, and they just keep playing. And that's what we got going on here. Comes McDonald for North Hills. Oh, good move by him, but unable to sneak it through 5-hole on Fraunhofer, keeping that left pad down on the ice and stopping McDonald.
How about these goaltenders? They've been excellent. They both faced some heavy shots at different points in this game. We mentioned how lopsided it was at one point in shots, and these guys just making it so this game's going on forever.
Here comes Sandmeyer. He busts in, and he's got it. Oh, no, kept out by Saltzgiver.
Wow.
Waved off. Oh, man, I thought that was in.
Wow.
And the official says no. Right at the goal line, and Saltzgiver just reached back and kept that one from going over. And Joey Casella, he's going to come in here slowly, trying to pick a corner, and he does.
And that's it.
Unbelievable goal, and it's that glove hand again on Fraunhofer, where North Hills finds success and ultimately a victory to advance to play the number 2 Arctic Foxes later this evening. What a tremendous effort by both of these teams. Southpointe stunned by North Hills.
And you got to feel for the opposing goaltender. He is just beside himself, and look at his teammates just coming to his aid. That's just you hate to see that, because he played his butt off tonight, but somebody's got to win.
Yeah, that's it's just what I was going to say, Joe. It's just a shame that anybody had to lose this game. Just a hard-fought game between two teams, evenly matched. Left it all out here on the ice this afternoon, and just a gut-wrenching loss for Southpointe, and a jubilant North Hills bench as they will advance to play the number 2 Arctic Foxes later this evening. And hopefully they got a little something left after this marathon of a game. But just a tremendous, tremendous effort by both of these teams out here. As we said, just a shame somebody has to lose. So, for Joe Rhodes, this is Josh Schreckengost on High Top Sports Network. We will be back shortly with the 18U semifinal matchup between number 1 seed Indiana and number 4 Armstrong. We'll be back after a quick clean of the ice and a little bit of warm-ups here for the other squads. Make sure to check back into High Top Sports Network all day long for these PAHL playoffs.